Welcome back. This week we're going to do a fun experiment that allows the young ones to get in on the 4th of July fireworks celebration. And everything you need, you probably have at home. Here's what you need. Some dish soap, you probably have that. Some food coloring, some cotton swabs, maybe you find those in your bathroom area, and whole milk. Now, whole milk, important for this experiment. You could use other types of milk, but we'll explain why I want to use whole milk once we get through the experiment. So let's start off here. I'm going to pour the whole milk onto a plate. You don't need a lot of it. I'm only using a standard plate here that really isn't that deep. So I'm going to pour some milk onto here carefully. But the idea here is what we're going to do is we're going to have some colorful fireworks, if you will, in the milk for the young ones who can't participate in real fireworks this evening. So I put the milk in the plate. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some food coloring. Now, Sierra Tufts, the genius that she is, said, why don't you use red and blue? Because the milk's white and it's patriotic, right? So there you go. We're going to use some red food coloring here. Just going to drop it in. I'll go ahead and show you close up what I'm doing. Notice how I'm leaving some space between. You're going to want to do that. And then we'll go ahead and we'll add in some of the blue food coloring in there, like so. And you'll notice how the food coloring generally stays in kind of its location where it falls into. It's not spreading out amongst the milk just naturally. Well, we're going to make it do that with a little bit of science. That's where the dish soap comes in. So I've got a little bit of a plastic container here just to put a little bit of dish soap. You don't need a lot of all these materials for this experiment to work. A little bit of dish soap in here, just a little bit. And I'm going to put it on a cotton swab. Now this is where this gets kind of fun. So we'll add some dish soap onto the tip of the cotton swab. Not too much, you don't need too much, very little for this experiment. And I'm going to place the cotton swab down into the milk. I'm just going to touch it to the surface and watch what happens here up close. This is going to be pretty cool. It's going to create sort of a firework type explosion as the colors mix. We'll explain why in just a moment. So here we go. We're going to go for it. How about that? So what you saw there is the dish soap made contact with the milk, and the science behind it is really about what's in the dish soap to allow a chemical reaction. Inside the dish soap, there's a chemical that immediately wants to jump right to the fat molecules in the whole milk. Now, whole milk, obviously very fatty. When you put the dish soap in, it jumps quickly, causing your food coloring to kind of explode outward, similar to fireworks. So obviously this one doesn't involve fire or any of the explosions that you'll likely see later on this evening, but very safe for the young ones at home. A fun little activity you can try to do this afternoon while you're staying cool. I challenge you, though, if you want to take this a step further, try some different types of milk. Try 2%. Try fat-free. See if you can get a similar reaction to it to kind of mix the experiment up. One other way you can mix it up, cookie cutters. Maybe you have a star-shaped cookie cutter, place it inside the milk, and only touch the tip of the cotton swab to the milk, and you'll see a star-shaped firework, if you will. Just a fun activity at home for the kids on this 4th of July. Speaking of the 4th of July, it's a hot one out there.